All right, y'all. We're back. Hold on, fix the camera. Okay. So I thought we would pick one of the suggestions in the comments on the last video. And since I already, touched on this subject, where to meet men with money. I just put where to meet money. Where to meet money. And I guess we can expand on the discussions that we were having in the previous video about where you can meet men with money and not have to be online or on dating apps and stuff like that. And so I'm just going to share with you guys how we used to do it back in the day before there was all of this technology. And a lot of this stuff still remains. So back in the day before technology, and all, these dating apps and certain things like that, people used to go out to be seen. People used to frequent certain places strategically, and people used to meet the old-fashioned way. So when I was younger, and I knew I was like trying to not be around any dusties, and I wanted to meet people that had, financial stability or money to spend, I had to go where the money lived. You drive to the nice neighborhoods, preferably the old money neighborhoods if you're looking for older people. New money neighborhoods are okay, but you're less likely going to find someone with an abundance to offer you. Because most likely a new money or new neighborhoods are probably going to have younger families and things like that. So you're not going to get as much as you would if you were to go where the old money is. Okay. So find the old money part of your city, look it up, and drive over there. Okay. No, if you fancy. And drive over there. Start early. Get up early in the morning, set your alarm clock. Get up early. You don't want to scare these older men away by looking like you're only after their wallet. So I feel like you don't want to overdo it, especially early in the morning when you're going to get breakfast. You want to look presentable, but you also want to look attractive. So make sure you look the part and you don't stick out like a sore thumb, but you are getting that attention. Like maybe wear something fitted, but cover yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out there looking like this. Wear something fitted, but covered. Don't put on too much makeup. That might scare them away. Try to keep your look more natural as far as the colors that you choose for your makeup. So, and keep your lashes, like this might be too long, So keep your lashes at a normal length and things like that. If you are going to the old money part of town, do not look like who did it and why at the beauty supply shop. Okay. Don't be wearing them beauty supply shop lashes that come out to here. Okay. And if y'all are wearing those, throw those in the trash anyway. Okay. I don't wear lashes a lot unless I'm going out or on camera because, in real life, especially where I live, they are almost a distraction. So when you're going to the old money part of town, don't look like a distraction. That's all I can tell you. Okay, so once you get there, there's different places you can go. The grocery store early in the morning, breakfast places. If you want to have conversations, sit at the bar of the breakfast place. A lot of them have like the counter, or sit alone next to where there's close seating or tables so that, you can easily exchange words if you have to. The next place is, like eateries or bars in the local areas where, old money is, because people frequent their environment, people frequent their neighborhood establishments. So it may not be a high-end expensive place, but it may be in the expensive neighborhood. So you're going to go there, sit at the bar for happy hour or lunch, and you will be surrounded mostly by people that live in that area. So you know they have money. Um, Go to meetings or sign up for any type of activities or classes they have in that area. Okay. It could be what there's different like I don't, if you're political, there's different stuff you can volunteer for or join in order to raise money. Volunteer in that area, get to know some of the ladies, and then they can introduce you to other people that live in that area, invite you to different places. Because sometimes you're not just going to be running into men; you're going to be meeting other people. So if you volunteer or frequent places in that area, you may also meet people that can open the door for you more to meet more people that got money. So do that. And I also said go to church even if you're not religious or anything. Going to church in those areas allows you the opportunity to sit next to someone who looks lonely in the Lord's name. And also, how can you resist sitting next to someone for an hour that you won't? Okay. The tension building as you're sitting in the pew, trying to flip through your Bible and find the right verse and needing help. Okay. There's nothing better than, and if you get there early, you can see what type of cars they're getting out of too. Okay. Sprinkle. Go to parties and events or charity fundraisers in that area. No matter how big or small, somebody gonna be there with some money. Okay. Mi amor. Hotel lounges, met one on vacation. He was there for a week conference traveling. Okay, sprinkle. That's nice, but I tend to rather meet people outside of hotel lounges unless like there's a party there, because it looks bad. But wherever you meet people at, that's where you meet them. As long as you are meeting them and getting benefits from them. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it just gives the wrong impression sometimes if it's not like an event or something like that. Preferably go when there's an event happening. But thank you, girl. Sprinkle. Don't just be sitting there for no reason. Thank you for reminding us that looks matter. Okay, the cat is on the stairs. Yes, she is. Sprinkle. Now, since like I'm not somebody that goes to church, so if you're not stepping near no church, understandable. Go somewhere else, like maybe the movie theater in that area, or lunch in that area, like I said, or they have Home Depots in that area. People that own homes, they go buy little stuff here and there, for home improvements for their home. You're gonna find men with money, maybe buying something that they might need for their home at the Home Depot in that area. Go frequent the Home Depot. The Best Buy. Yes, we've already known this. So go to the Best Buy in the nice area. A lot of other, like, I already said funeral, but a lot of people can't do that because they're like, weird about that. But I'll go to some funerals. They might invite you to the after party or the after part of the funeral. You might end up at somebody's giant mansion. That happened to me before, but it was only because I worked at the funeral home. But they invited me, and I'm like, okay, I'm not saying no. I know y'all got money. I'm coming. How you doing? Okay. The repass. I went. Get out your obituaries. You're gonna see like the rich funeral homes. Well, I do because I used to work in the funeral industry. But you look in the rich, you find the rich zip code, where the money is, and you look for funeral homes with that zip code, and then you look up the obituaries and the funerals happening, or that funeral home is hosting. All right. There you go. Um, I'm telling you, I met a lot of people at them funerals, child. Ain't nothing make an old man want to live more than a funeral. I gotta get my life. I gotta get my life going. Shoot, I had time. I ain't got no time to waste. Let me see what I can see. So, yes, funerals, wakes, whatever, in the old money part of town. Another way, like furniture stores or like antique shops or things like that, auctions and things like that. Okay. If you don't prefer that, even car dealerships in the nice part of town, like in the service area, they got to get their car serviced. Take your car to get serviced or pretend you're getting it serviced and just sit there in the service waiting room. Ah, make conversation, drop something, spill something, ask some questions. Um, the grocery store is a nice area, has never done you wrong. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Um, so rug stores, those expensive rugs that people buy for their mansions and expensive houses, or rug cleaners that clean rug. Go to the cleaners in the nice area. You know, um, it's easy to see the cars that people get out of in the clean. Like if you're just sitting in your car, pretend like you're getting ready to take some clothes into the cleaners. You can see people drive up and drive away. Then all of a sudden you got, one shirt you're gonna put in. When you see the right one, get out the right car. Then now you're making your way into the cleaners. Okay. Uh, yeah, gyms in a nice area as well, for sure. I said cleaners, not laundromat. They don't have laundromats in the nice areas. But they don't. Mhm. Alright. Another place, yeah, where the nice ones are, okay. Another place is the watch. I've already told y'all this on other videos. Watch repair shops. Um, Most people with expensive watches will take the time and energy and effort to go get their battery changed or get their watch repaired or whatever, whatever. So you're not going in there for no Citizens or no Timex, okay? You're going in there for some other X's, some Rolexes, some Cartiers, some Philippe Patek. You go on in there, for some real attention to your watch. So those type of places, haircut shops, like when people get their haircut, like men's haircut barbershops. They could be unisex, but just hang out by the barbershop. Everybody need their haircut. See what they roll up in. So these are places. The reason why I'm naming some of these places is because they're easy, they're quick in and out, and you're able to see a lot more than just the person themselves. You can see how their cars look. You can see what neighborhood they live in, because most people only frequent the local businesses if they live there. So you're going to want to focus on local businesses that are frequented over and over by residents that live in that area. So definitely frequent local places. Um, Around the holidays, a lot of people are super busy with shopping, so you might want to go to the local gift shops or stores in that area because people are going to be buying gifts. Old people still like to buy gifts in person, so they're not going to be online shopping too much. They're going to go like pick out stuff. Grocery stores during the holidays, jewelry store, yeah. Um, mhm. You said lounge. You find most men in your area in gyms. Okay, so go to the gym early then, if that's what you want to do. Honestly, wherever you go, as long as it's in that area, you're going to be fine. Um, let's see. You want blue collar men with money? Where can I find? Truck stops, gas stations, hardware store, flooring and carpeting places. I'm trying to be real. If that's what you want, go find it. Wholesale places, warehouse, restaurant, supply chain places. Somebody said Home Depot. Okay, there you go. Um, go to their place of business if they own one. Somebody said the bus station. No, no. We're talking about wealthy blue collar, not dusty blue collar. Okay. Um, so okay, let's go back to the other areas. Okay. Y'all are so silly. Okay, so if y'all have any ideas, please feel free to put them in the comments and share as well. I would say the bookstore, but bookstores are not, abundant in a lot of areas anymore since a lot of people just order them online. But I would say a bookstore um, in a very nice area. And I would also say an art store, like an art gallery, or where people can buy paintings and things like that. Maybe try to go during a show or an art show or something like that. I would also say, my cat is snoring over there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Someone says museums. Okay. Golf. Well, if you're going to go to the golf or tennis club, definitely make sure that you have some business there or something, or trying to see if you want a membership, maybe go on a little mini tour, or to make just frequent the gift shop or something like that. But yes, those are more exclusive places where you may be looked at strange if you don't have a membership. So maybe just browse and see if you want to get a membership if you're not a part of it. But if you are and you join one just to meet men, then that's also good. Another place you can meet guys are manly restaurants where they serve like manly food, like steaks, beer, um, you know, potato stuff, like nothing frou-frou. Older people like heartier, regular old-fashioned food. So you're not gonna find them at the sushi place. You're not gonna find them at, the tapas place. Go to them old school restaurant, like where they have like steakhouses or, just regular food. Even diners, sadly, diner, house of pies, whatever. They're gonna be up in there. Um, so go there. You don't have to eat the food. Just get salad off the menu or whatever. You said pharmacy, girl. They ain't trying to be seen in no pharmacy. I mean, it is a good place to see what they're driving, but they're not going to feel too confident up there in the pharmacy. It's like, what kind of medications you on, sir? Um, Maybe in the parking lot if they go into the pharmacy, maybe in the parking lot so they don't so they're not seen waiting for their, prescription. Okay, so another place, nurseries, not like baby nurseries, but like plant nurseries. Especially around the holidays, they're gonna go in there to get like the Christmas trees or wreaths or like garland stuff to hang in, on their little staircases and put outside their house. They go to nurseries during the holidays. You're gonna see a lot of people there getting their Christmas, plants and poinsettias because them rich houses they like to decorate. They go and get them poinsettias, the giant wreaths to stick on every window, that garland, and all that kind of stuff. So you said these men are married in nursery. That don't stop them, no, baby. That don't stop them. Yep. So y'all looking for single old money? Have I taught y'all nothing? Okay. You said VIP airport lounges. Okay. Yes. Y'all looking for single old money. Literally, for real. You can find them. They might be widowed or, divorced because their wife, don't want to have nothing to do with them because they've been out pretending they single too. All right, when they was married. But at the same time, you say you doing a wife a favor. I know, like if they're an old man and they're still trying to get at something, most likely their wife don't want to have anything to do with them. So, and you just there for their money. I mean, you said old money is the lottery. Y'all have to remember something. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot, and a lot of the things that I've seen have made me weary. And you know, over and over and over. Y'all are. I mean, it is nice to know if somebody's married or not. Whatever. Whatever. That's not going to stop them from doing what they want to do. I'm just going to tell you that. It's not going to stop them from doing what they are going or wanting to do. It may slow them down, but it ain't going to stop them. Okay. You said cigar parlors. That's more younger to middle aged men. Old people don't they can't breathe in there. They need their oxygen tanks and stuff. Girl. Detailers, they're gonna be on oxygen tanks smoking a cigar. Oh, shout out detailer sprinkle sprinkle. Hookah lounge, huh? They're gonna be hooked up one nostril to the oxygen and one a hookah in the mouth, huh? Yeah. Yes, car shopping, car maintenance, nice car dealerships. And make sure you're sitting in not the part where they're shopping, but the part where they're getting the service. That way you already know they got the car and they just in there trying to manifest. Okay. Very important. Girl, go to where they already have the cars and waiting on them for them to be serviced. Oh, yes. Also the car wash in nice areas, definitely. Um, you say you met a nice, rich older man at a restaurant during happy hour. He was so awkward, but he wants to take you to dinner. He didn't pay for drinks when he was chatting me up, though. Should I, girl? Okay. How long was you chatting with him, and how many drinks did you have to order before he offered, or before he never offered to pay? Because that's me. If you don't, if I'm sitting there ordering drinks and you ain't offering to pay, but your stank breath up in my face, no, I'm not going to do that. I would have declined his invitation. How many times did you tap on your empty cup? Okay, read the red flags. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be like, oh, my drink's empty. So what were you saying? I'm trying to get the bartender's attention. Could you help me? Girl, if he don't get it by then, he ain't gonna ever get it. So just be like, done. If he said go jogging early in the wealthy neighborhood, okay. You met a man who gave you $1,500 same day for brunch with him. Okay, how you doing? Jogging in the wealthy neighborhood. What if they got a woman at home but wants to give you money or wants you to be side chick? Then do what you gotta do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What you don't know what to even do with cheap old men? Nothing, girl. Sprinkle, report them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Report them for being a cheap old man. Like pick a struggle. Someone just stingy with all they. All right. Someone says walk your dog in wealthy neighborhoods. Happy hour in nice area is the best place to meet people though. Clutch your purse tight. What? You take your feminine power energy out there and expect a man's in return. Exactly. But the cheapest house in the richest neighborhood. Buy the cheapest house in the richest neighborhood. Yeah, if you can, because sometimes it can be millions of dollars too. Um, I'm talking money, not no, I'm talking about money. Okay. Mm. Okay, so another place, home theater places in that area. Men mostly frequent those type of places. You want that home theater. The liquor store, the liquor store, Specs or whatnot in the nice area. They like to keep a nice bar fully stocked at their home. You can accidentally bump into them and be asking them like, "Do you have a good recipe, a mixed drink recipe for such and such?" Or I haven't tried that type of liquor before. Is it good? I invite you over for a drink. I'm like, okay. You could tell when they're old alcoholics and stuff. They don't care. They have to have a good time. Period. Them old alcoholics. You said collab with prominent realtors. Your friend met a wealthy sugar daddy years ago, and they're still together. He's loaded. Okay, make friends with the local realtor. Yes, art auctions, of course. Banks in wealthy neighborhoods, yes, for real. You said you think they notice desperation. That's why you don't look desperate. Y'all gotta learn. Oh, that may be a good video subject. How not to look desperate. hmm Wine tasting events. The post office, when they get them packages and they're not home to receive them, they got to go wait in line at the post office. Or if they've been on vacation and they like for a while and they had their mail forwarded, or if they have a PO box or something like that, go to the post offices in the rich neighborhood. Maybe like drop some packages off or try to get some envelopes or boxes or something. I don't know. Something. You said fancy coffee shops, okay, with shared tables, okay. Is it bad to dress business casual? It just depends on the day, the time of year, the time of wherever you're going. But it's not a bad idea. It's just it looks kind of masculine. Um, unless you got on like a skirt suit and like showing some legs and heels and stuff, then it's cute. But not at the inappropriate hours or the inappropriate places. Like maybe it's like after work, that's understandable. Early in the morning on the way to work, that's understandable. Anytime in between or hours and hours after work or on the weekend is not understandable. Okay. Um, you said go to wealthy big churches. Yep, we already discussed that. Find the one sitting on their own alone and go scooch in next to them. You said masquerade balls. Know your audience or where you're going. Exactly. You can still look sexy and business savvy. True. Go to wealthy. Okay, I already said that. Make sure you dress better than the average. Okay. You're 23 and you have an amazing life and hobbies and a job. I adore. Is it okay to only give 10% of time for dating or should I make more time? Girl, that sounds boring. And if you already happy, whatever you're doing, hobbies, job, and having an amazing life, you should be able to meet men doing those things. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not meeting men on whatever in your life at what you're happy doing, then you're probably not going to meet the type of man you like anyway if you try to do something extra. So if you're not meeting men by doing what you love and having fun and just being who you are, and because I don't know what you're doing, but if men aren't part of what you're doing, maybe if it's a female dominated career or whatever hobby, then maybe on the weekend just go out and frequent certain areas. Maybe that's what you use your weekends for. Okay. Go to wealthy wedding receptions. Get invited to these events. Okay. Go to jazz clubs and wealthy sports bars. Yes, sports bars, definitely. If you have like people that are into sports and live in that area, that's where they're gonna be. So basically just go to the rich area and frequent the local places, basically. Golf club stores, sporting goods stores in the golf or tennis section. A lot of times men want to try out golf clubs and they have like a little area in there where you can test out the golf clubs. You can pretend like you trying to learn how to golf and ask questions and whatnot. Um, storage places, like if you see some like a storage place in a rich neighborhood, a lot of people that have a lot of money, they will rent a storage place for their decoration for the holidays because they have so much. And so a lot of people will rent a storage unit. So around the holidays, this is how you know it's just not a regular storage. Just go around the holidays, before the holidays, when people start to get that decoration itch, and sorry, you'll see them going to the the storage place. How to get men to take you on vacations. Look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what to tell you. They ain't taking you if you ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, like, look good. They want to show you off. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta go on vacation with her, or if they're trying to impress you or surprise you, or ask for it for your birthday gift, or talk about a place that you always wanted to go that you've never been able to go. And maybe if they were trying to impress you or surprise you, maybe that's where they're going to take you sometimes. Mhm. He's great. Here's a great idea. Get a travel agent to connect you with wealthy travelers. Okay. There's a yachting event in Miami every year where hundreds of mega yachts are for sale. I think it's called the International Boating Show. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kelly, for reminding me about the boats and the yachts. Like, if you live in a city that has a harbor or place where they have boats and, yachts and things like that, go over there. We have a few in where I live in Houston. We have a few. So there's bars and stuff around that area where the guys will frequent, after they or before they get out on their boats. There's restaurants over there. Mm-hmm. International Boating Show. Golf cart sales place. You got some money if you got your own golf cart. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless, yeah, you should take a sailing class. Wow, I hear somebody's yelling really loud. Um, is this how poor females are supposed to meet rich guys? No, it's how any female is supposed to meet rich guys. Um, there's no such thing as a poor woman. Okay. What about the strip clubs? Yeah, you can always meet men in strip clubs, but like it depends on what you want and how you want to be viewed as well. You know what I'm saying? How old are you? What type of men are you trying to meet? What image did you want to put off? Um, but I mean, you can meet people in there, but just depends. Clubs. I'd rather meet a wealthy man in a regular club than in a strip club. Just saying. Like, um, I mean, you can, but I'd rather meet them in a regular club, especially if you're young. Get into the VIP section, darling. You got a job offer from a very successful guy to keep his personal chef, to be his personal chef and live in. You 21 years old and the pay is great. What do you think? Interesting. Don't sleep with them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Take the job, but don't sleep with him. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I dated somebody who was very rich and had a personal chef who was a woman, and she kept giving me the stank side eye because I know they had already slept together. So if you don't want to be cooking for some other man's woman, girlfriend, or whatever, don't sleep with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said she worked at Hooters. Girl, they wouldn't hire me at no Hooters. The pay too low. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey Shira, I see you telling your subs where to meet money. When you meet me, you will have met money face to face. Oh, Percy. You said when. You very confident. Well, that's a good quality. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Percy came with a 20 today. He leveling up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that, Percy. You said you always work with those rich dudes. You a lawyer. What you laughing at? Yeah. Your boyfriend has paid for everything, and now he fell on hard times asking me to go 50-50, but I keep hearing your voice in my head. He fell on hard times. I mean, he gonna stay on hard times if he ain't got to get himself back up. Okay. When someone is driving or learning how to ride a bike with no training wheels and they fall off, do they run to go put the training wheels back on, or do they get up and go try again? Because they ain't finna put them training wheels back on. Don't be his training wheels, girl. Tell him he can do it. You believe in him. You have faith. Go get this money. Okay. Tell him you are not an option for 50-50. He need to go look for other options in the workplace. Um, or tell him your ex-boyfriend can get you a job where he work and see what he do. My ex-boyfriend who owns, even if you have to lie, make it up. Or my ex-boyfriend's father owns this business. Maybe I can go get a job there. He ain't gonna let you go work. He gonna go get his money. Tell him what he don't want to hear, girl. How can you fall on hard times when a woman on your side? That is just an excuse, girl. Yeah. All right. Can I be a stripper and go to college? You can do whatever you want, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's no limits to what you could do in this world. If that's what you choose to do, then go do it, baby. What does it feel like to get repped, represented, or raped? I think it feels like regular sex, except um, you probably don't like the person doing what they're doing to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It could be traumatizing. Okay. I know a stripper that became a doctor. So yes, you can. Exactly. You can do anything you want in this world. Would you ever start an OnlyFans? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you'd rather be a sugar baby than a stripper. Okay. Because you can do anything you want. You said have. There you go. You're a top 4 level at up tips. Do what you want to do. Know what you want before you start. Like honestly, a lot of people level up for different reasons. And you can level up to get what you want. But then when you get to the level that you are and you're saying, okay, well, what else do I want? Then your level up should focus on those things. So your reasons can change. So the top 4 level up tips you can get is your own that you put in place as the priorities that you deem necessary. It's different for everyone. Okay. You have a guy who makes 98K but wants to pay you for meeting up or either to be in a relationship. I told him both, but then he seemed confused. Well, that's good. That means you get double the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At 23, travel and have fun, but have a roster of men willing to marry you when you're ready. Sounds like a plan. You said why you don't speak up about being raped? Because the video is about where to get this money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, if you're raped and you didn't like it, report it. If you're raped and it violated your will, go and report it to the authorities. Okay. Public service announcement. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Excellent reader is sick in the head. Okay. Well, I think we figured that out. How much of your time should you invest in men and dating in your early 20s? It depends on what you want. Are you looking to not work anymore? Are you looking to be married? Are you looking just to have fun? It just depends on what you're looking for. So that's why I say know what you want. If you want money, look for somebody with some money. If you don't want to work anymore, look for somebody that's gonna pay all them bills until you ain't got to work no more. Usually those guys will marry you, um, if they're single or on their way to being single. Okay. Please stop with the lighted heart rape jokes. Exactly. Like if somebody was raped, if they reported it, they reported it. If they didn't, they didn't. If they want to, they will. Um, if you rape somebody, maybe you won't get away with it. I don't know what you're doing. But I feel that like I think a lot of trolls come in here to distract from how to get this money. So let's stay focused on getting this money, baby. So another place to meet men with money, of course. Okay, were you reported him? Okay, good. So a lot of places that gather in groups. There could be like car shows, like for classic cars or um, stuff like that that take a lot of money, and you have to have hobby like money hobbies, like people that have high end hobbies. You know, um, or stuff like that. Let's see. You said meet at Walmart. Yeah, if it's in the big neighborhood in the old money rich neighborhood, yeah, I told you the local places. There you go. You met rich dudes in rock concerts. Okay. The trolls are hyped up today. I know they ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all, I'm switching to coffee now. hmm Golf clubs, coffee shops, high end neighborhoods. Yes. Some high end neighborhoods have specialty places like bagel places, crepe places, like little small bakeries that serve pastries and dessert and stuff like that. Sometimes you can meet people there um, as well, but in the nice neighborhoods. So just go over there and just pick a place, different place every day, and see what happens. hmm You're married, but how can you get other men to give you or pay your bills? Look good, sprinkle, sprinkle. You have to be willing and available, and they have to know that you're willing and available because most of the time they're not going to care anyway because they don't ask or they don't care because they're probably married or with someone. So a lot of times they don't care about all that. So just do like the men do. Don't care either. Okay. All right. All right. Let me take this troll out because obviously they're missing some screws, darling. We're gonna yes. Okay. Are you married to a man or a woman? Um, I don't know what kind of question that is. It's a strange question. But if I had to guess, I would say a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What age range should you date if you're 23 and want to get married to a man of means? 23, I would say late 40s, 50s, and up. Okay. There you go. Mhm. You said no, hun. Hyper Hypergamy is the way of feminine women. Those bad men are dusty and do not respect women. They are vetting skills to weed out salt daddies and meet a real gentleman. Okay. Okay. Hey guys, does she will still offer one-on-ones? No, I don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. At some point, y'all got to ask yourselves these questions. This is your life. What do you want? Exactly. You said Shira is giving BJ's for $1 outside of Walmart tomorrow. Well, it ain't this Shira. I don't know who else got that name, but it ain't me, baby. But more power to her. She gotta get that money somehow. All right. Make sure you get in line early, sir, because you know about it. You advertising for her. You getting a cut. You a bad businessman if it's only for $1. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You could at least say $2 and got you $1. You at this point you can only get 50 cents, sir. Like, no, be smarter than that. All right, these trolls are silly. You said Shira smells like fish. That's not a good advertisement for her. Because I know it ain't this Shira. You ain't saying SheRaSeven, so it must be another Shira, baby. But hey, give her give her the key to the gas station so she can go wash up in between, sir. Parking lot pimping. I thought it was a dead art, but I guess you made it a comeback, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you give her that name or did she come up with it herself? Well, in honor of me, because you watch me. Wonderful. Good luck to y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She better not be your mama, sir. Because the crack epidemic was supposed to end a long time ago. But I don't know what neighborhood you live in because it's still alive in some of them. You done sneaked around and figured out somebody's Wi-Fi password and got on here. Your mama's supposed to be working in the Walmart, not outside the Walmart, sir. She's supposed to be at the door greeting people since her son can't help her. All right. When I sprinkle, sprinkle. Try to get her a job on the inside, sir. That way you can just ask her for the $20 in gas money that you need. And she won't fight you on it, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle, Dusty. There you go. All right. What if men will pay your bills, but they only make 45, 44? If they only make a certain amount, but you ain't got the want for nothing, then you taken care of and you good, baby. Until it becomes a problem, it ain't a problem. You said a lot of broke male trolls are in here. I know they gotta be. I don't know, like they don't have nothing else to do, I guess. So you said what zoo am I from? Not the same one that your mother's from. Not the same one, baby. What advice do you have for a 19-year-old? Get your money, baby. You too young, have fun. You are honestly don't get pregnant by a Dusty. Don't go 50-50 with a Dusty. Focus on leveling yourself up so that when you are ready, you can get a man to provide and take care of you. But right now, have your fun. Date who you want to date, but don't date no dust. Don't pay for nobody. Um, and don't get pregnant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. You said they're waiting for their women to get home from work. No, they're waiting on the school bus to come home. Drop their kids off. Y'all better go in there and start making them peanut butter crackers. Kids almost out of school. Y'all know y'all on house husband duty. Okay. If you clean up extra good, she might give you some extra spending money when you go to the grocery store later. All right. Your PS5 overheated? Your video games? Uh-oh. You said house husband don't sound right. She a 31-year-old guy making good money, provider mindset, and looking for someone to marry. Should I? Girl, 31. Bye, Felicia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the wrong age. Anyway. I'm not taking nobody serious that young. That's supposed to be a man. Any tips on how to interact with 65-year-old plus man? He works part with you and we flirted. We agreed on somehow hoping to bump each other at work. No communication ever seems. This my first time. Girl, I don't know. He's 65 plus, girl. He just trying to take you to lunch and be seen out in public with you, child. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure it's an expensive place. Order whatever you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. 19-year-old, prepare yourself and improve your feminine attributes. Okay, yes. I agree with that. This comment confused you. He kept asking, what do I want to do for fun when it's really just online shopping? I told him, and he spent $500. Okay, see? Yeah, open mouths get fed, darling. That's how you do that. All right. Should I get my own place or live with my 60-year-old friend? Girl, he gonna be asleep most of the time anyway. It's gonna be like it's your own place. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good, don't waste your rent money. Stay there. He gonna be asleep most of the time. All right. Just scent the house with lavender and keep some nice ambiance music around, and he'll fall asleep like a baby. Then the house is yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You waste your money on some rent when he's gonna be asleep 80% of the time. Some of these old men are very active though. Like I said, put some lavender scented air fresheners in the air and play some ambiance music. Mm-hmm. Switch to decaf coffee, girl. Tell him it's good for him. Fix him some chamomile tea. Serene sounds, exactly. Suggest that he take a long hot bath or a shower. I put him right to sleep. All right. Put the house up real cold, like make it real cold in the house. That make people want to sleep too. Okay. Your friend is 25 and she's dating an 18-year-old boy. He graduate next month. Just don't understand. Girl, he live in the same apartment complex. He live next door. He's convenient. She like his energy. I don't think she's serious about him, child. You really want a guy that's out of college and over 25, but I would love to date guys in his 30s, a rich guy. Okay. A rich guy in their 30s. Okay. Well, they better be very ambitious. If they're rich in their 30s, they ain't got time for you. What I mean, unless they're a rapper, some type of basketball player, they're in their 30s, still trying to recover from debt from school. If they went to college, if they had to go in debt, they probably trying to pay a car off. They probably still trying to save up enough money and improve their credit good enough to buy a house. How do you, unless they're wealthy from family money, or maybe lucky enough to have some type of business that really took off, you're not going to find many wealthy men in their 30s. Okay. Unless they're wealthy from some great thing that they've done, and that means they have plenty of options. So I would aim higher in the age. All right. If when you're young, you're supposed to be dating for fun anyway. And that's why all these young women keep talking about, I want to date somebody in their 30s, because they don't realize that you're going to college, you're going to school, you're putting in all your work, all your dues, writing all these papers, and ain't even get paid. A lot of times when you get out of school, you have student loans or debts to pay off, and you got to go start at the bottom again and find a low paying job and work your way up. By the time you're 30, you back to where you started, and now you got to start building more. You know what I'm saying? So my advice, if you're going to find a 30-year-old, find someone who's an entrepreneur, who owns their own business, or has created something that's thriving. Because most people that are 30 something and they have like some type of career, they're still paying off debts and building their way up. You're not getting that salary that 50-year-old is getting. You're not getting all of that. Okay. All right. He said, when you watch entrepreneur YouTube videos, there are guys in their early 20s making millions. Okay. Or are they? A lot of times they say they're making millions so they can make millions by you clicking on their channel. All right. Most of the time they house sitting, darling, for somebody who is making millions. Or their boyfriend at work. They old boyfriend, sugar daddy. Okay. Y'all don't know a lot of stuff that go behind the scenes. Or they sugar mama at work. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What can I do? Ooh, I got this old lady house. She gone at work all day. I'm her sugar baby. I'm gonna stay home and pretend I'm a multi-millionaire and get these people to click on my videos and listen to this crap I read in a book. Okay. Most of those 20-something-year-olds who are on them channels like that, they got boyfriends or sugar mamas. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's not their stuff, darling. They house sitting, they watering plants, they pet sitting. Girl, let me see the name on that deed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do I think about long distance relationships? I don't think about them at all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody said go for police officers. What? Who said that and why? Girl, that's one of the reasons I went to jail one time. Turning down a cop because he was told I call him broke and dusty. You saying go date him? Girl, I risk my freedom standing up for what I believe in. I was wrong, but I was right at the same time, and so I stood up for what I believed in. It's like, you know you know how, like, protesters stand up for what they believe in, even if they get arrested? That's what happened to me. I stood up for what I believed in. Okay. You said some police dusties are cute. Yeah, but that one wasn't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Police officers are like, I don't care. I'm like, I tried one time and they became a stalker, and then I was like, I can't do this ever, ever, ever no more, ever again. Uh-uh. Like they will stalk you. Like, look, you got to tell them you died or you moved and got married and had 10 kids uh, through another person for them to leave you alone. Then you know they're gonna go find it and check out, see if you really are married. Shoot. I dated some cop. I think I went on 2 dates with this cop, maybe three. He stalked me until I was married with children, and that was over 10 years. My mama had to tell him she married now. Give it up, baby. No, he just kept. I want somebody like you. I want you to be my wife. You like a perfect wife. You just what I want. No, I'm not. You said date a judge. You said, was he black? Yeah. I met him at the funeral home. I'm telling y'all, I meet all kind of crazy people at this funeral home. I'm trying to tell you. If you want to meet some crazy people, some rich people, some crazy people, some strange people, some some broke people, go to this funeral home. Go work in a funeral home. You're gonna meet everyone. All right. They know how to investigate and study criminal killers. What? They was I couldn't. I was like, that might have just boosted my self-esteem to a higher level. Because like if you gonna stalk me for over 10 years, I must be something special. Or I was like stroking my hair because my hair was real back then and it was long. I was like that. Then my mom had the nerve to tell me this in front of a lot of people that shouldn't have heard it, right? This guy keep calling the house asking for you. I told him you was married with kids now. Like, why you have to say it? He been calling for years. I just tell him that you're not here. And when you finally got married and had kids, he called back one day. This other man who used to work at the funeral home with you, he called too. He was looking for you too. I know there are a lot of people looking for me, ma'am. That's how I like. Keep them looking. Um, I'm like, why are they looking for me now? They got some money now or something? Because otherwise, they don't need to be looking. Don't look for me unless you got some money, okay? Otherwise, you wasting time. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's always when you've moved on. Exactly. Like, what you calling me for now? One of them was an old sugar daddy, and one was a cop that was looking for me. Like, okay. Yeah, that old sugar daddy dude. I didn't even want to date him. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all how this was working out. I was not trying to date that old dude. And um this is why I don't work anymore. because when I worked in this funeral home, it was like a corporate owned funeral home. And he worked in the higher part, like the office corporate part. And he would come in there like once or twice a week and walk around and look at everybody and make sure everything was going on accordingly, right? But when he came in there, when I first got my job, he came in there and he did a double take. You must be new, Then I became, the reason he would frequent the funeral home because instead of coming once a week, he started coming every day. Then he set up an office up in there, so I knew something was up. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in this office now. And I had corporate move my office to this funeral home because of some whatever reason, girl. I mean, we know it was for me. I know. This was when I was like 20, 21. Yeah, so you don't know. Um, and I used to wear these like skirt suits that was real cute with some heels. Imagine me. Let's see, how old am I? 26 years, 25 years younger than what I am. Okay, so he moved his office to the funeral home instead of the corporate office. Like, why would you move? Why would you leave a nice office building in a very nice area of town to come work in a funeral home? Because, anyway, not even 2 weeks after that, he laid it out. He laid all his cards out on the table and told me exactly why he moved there, why he moved his office there. He really liked me. There's something special about me. Da 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 da. Can I go on a date? Can we go on a date? Da, 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 da. And this dude was old. On a second day, he gave me keys to his house and the alarm code. I haven't been to his house, but he giving me keys. I said, what? He said, come over anytime. My house is your house. Da, 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 da. I'm like, they didn't have like Google Earth back then, so I couldn't Google Earth his house. So I actually physically had to drive and find it. It was in a very nice neighborhood. It was a very nice home. So he was like, "Oh, you want to come over and watch the game with me and have some drinks?" So it's like, "Sure, sure." So at the time, I was dating another person too. Anyway, never mind. Forget it. That we were watching on the screen at the same time. I used to get around. So I excused myself to go to the restroom. And when I saw all the medications in there, I was like, oh my goodness. I looked in the medicine cabinet. I was like, so this turned into a story time real quick, right? So you can meet some money at the funeral homes. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Um, I'm not a criminal. I just looked at his medicine cabinet, child. See what kind of stuff he was taking. It was a lot of stuff. Okay. I saw a lot of heart medication, so I knew he couldn't take no Viagra. So I was lucky in that department. Um, so I was like, okay. I took the keys, but I never used them. I had the little alarm code on this piece of paper. I had to carry around in my car for like 2 months, and then I finally tossed it. So after that, I had gotten another job somewhere else. That's a whole nother story. He's kind of sad that I left. He still called me every day after I left that job and trying to, but I had left and moved on. He's called my mom's house for like years after I that was weird. He must have really liked me. But it was flattering. So I think a lot of that type of stuff helped build my self-esteem about myself. Like, dang. What did I do to him? I don't know. It was just the way I made him feel, girl. The way I made him feel. Okay. I don't know what I did. I just did what I do. How'd you make him feel though? Okay. I talked to him. I gave him my time because I didn't want to be working. So I took a long when somebody who's like above in the company brings you to their office to sexually harass you, make it last a long time so you don't have to do any work. Call it a meeting. We're not doing anything. We're just sitting there talking. He telling you some stuff I will never remember. His life story, perhaps about when he was young, and showing me pictures of when he was young. He brought him into the office and put him on his little table. So you just act interested. And when the time goes by and 4 hours and 2 hours go by and y'all have to take a lunch break and he take you to lunch and stuff and you ain't got to do no work, then let it go. I spent time with him. Shoot, that's what I did. I spent time and got paid, and lunch, and extra money, and my phone bill paid. You say he was young and he was a predator. I know, but I made the best out of that situation. I mean, if you're going to work, ladies, and you're going to be around money, if you're going to be around men who are just hell bent on sexually harassing you, get paid and get the best lunch you can get until you realize you don't want to do that anymore. You tired of working, and then go find another one that you're gonna marry and just get their money too. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like I could do this. I could just get married if I want to do this. There, there you go. You said transmutation. Oh, okay. You said most men like a woman's look if it fits their ideal. Yeah, I guess I fit that ideal. Shira, are you vaccinated? No, but my pets are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. Get paid and use the hell out of that opportunity. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you're gonna fly to Houston and meet ballers? Oh yeah. As married women, you have two men paying your bills and spoiling you. Should I share it with my husband? Share what? The knowledge that you got two other men? No. Just keep your money. You earned all that money, okay? How to take out how to take out my neediness? Neediness? Need something else more, I guess. Did I experience animosity from other female colleagues? Of course. They all knew what was going on. Hmm. I think everyone knew what was going on. They just didn't say anything. Mhm. I mean, I saw a lot of sexual harassment going on, and with other women too. I wasn't the only one, but with different men. So they weren't going to say anything. They were just going to get their money too, child. Days off, sick days, and they call in. They know the answer is okay. Now you better get in here, or we docking your pay. I mean, people were smart back then. We already knew we was gonna get sexually harassed when after our couple of first experiences. We already knew what it was, so we played accordingly. We say, okay, well, we know that if we do whatever, whether it's spend time with someone, go to lunch with somebody, talk to somebody, you know, um, we're gonna be able to go into work late, do little of nothing, still get paid, lunch, dates, gifts, whatever we want. So a lot of women will do those type of things. And a lot of times, if it's a male dominated industry, you kind of don't have a choice unless you want to work somewhere else. Especially like if you start filing, complaints and stuff like that, they're just going to find a reason to let you go. That was back then. But now I think they're more serious and da 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 da. But still, it's still done. But at least get something out of it. What are some feminine outfits to wear to corporate job without, girl, I don't know, a face mask over your face? That's number one. A whole face mask, ski mask if you can. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. As a married woman, how do I drain another man's wallet more? I've been thinking about meeting him at the ATM weekly. Girl, do what you gotta do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look cute, girl. Y'all have fun. She said something fitted toes out. Girl, Maya says something fitted with toes out. Girl, he might be a toe person, a foot person. You never know. Women approach now so the men get comfortable. I know, right? What if he is paying all your bills and now wants to marry you, but you don't want to? Then have that deal maker. You know how they say had a deal breaker? Well, had a deal maker. You'll want to for the right stuff and the right price. You'll be like, okay, well, maybe I marry you if we have A, B, C, D. You know what I'm saying? Make a deal maker. If you don't want to marry him no matter what, then, tell him you want something that he absolutely does not want that will make it a deal breaker. You said level up dating with women, but sexual harassment with men courting Me Too. This was before Me Too. This was just me. This was at the time when it was just me and my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, this before Me Too. This was just me. There you go. As a married woman, where can I put this extra money that men are giving me without your husband knowing? Girl, in your separate account? Duh. A separate account. Buy something that only increases in value, maybe. Keep it there. Invest it somewhere. I don't know. Get you a safe. Hide it somewhere. A safety deposit box somewhere. I don't know. Tell him you don't want to have kids and he will be gone. Okay. He said, all right. Everyone is woke now with inner swindler. Should you expect expensive gifts even if you're 17? Um, Not if the person that's supposed to be purchasing your gift does not have money. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in high school and it's a high schooler, maybe if they have a job, maybe they'll get you something expensive for your age. But I don't think you're supposed to be expecting expensive gifts. Maybe thoughtful gifts that cost more than, $50. That would be expensive for y'all, I guess. I don't know. But definitely depends on if the kid got money or his parents got money. I don't know. I mean, the high school I went to, girls who were 17, their boyfriends' parents had money and they was getting wallets and Louis Vuitton and all that kind of stuff. So it just depends on who and how much money they got. Men, when I was in high school, your boyfriend took you on a shopping spree. See, a lot of them do have money. It just depends on if they got it or not. So, should you work at a golf course to meet wealthy men? I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Just make sure you look cute. Mm-hmm. So, what if you don't work? Is it okay to tell a guy who's trying to get to know you? Yes, because that's part of who you are. Like, here's my thing. If you string that person along for a long time, and or if you tell them you work for something that doesn't make any money, it's going to be the same thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you volunteer part time as a receptionist. That's no money at all. That's your gas money, your coffee money, and your lunch money. After that, you don't even make no money. So that's kind of like not working at all. If you say you don't work at all, they may think you're lazy. So just say you volunteer or you work part time as a receptionist for 2 hours a day. That means you make no money anyway. So find a way to tell them basically you don't have any, you don't work or you don't have the type of money that a worker would be bringing in. Not that you don't have it saved or have access to it, but that it's not a part of, your weekly salary. um, you said there are plenty of rich dusties out there. You said, how old am I? Old enough to know, baby. Old enough to know. There are plenty of rich dusties out here. Mm, I guess. They ain't spending it on you, then they might as well be broke. Okay. That's how I'm looking at it. Like if you start to tell me about how much money you have to impress me, but you're not spending it on me, it's like you have none at all. Okay. Spend it and show me. There you go. Like anybody can rent a car, anybody can house sit, dog sit, feed dogs, go and water their neighbor's plant. I don't know. I need the evidence and the proof. The proof is in the pudding. I'm very hands on, and I need to see, touch, and feel. So honestly, I could care. I don't care if it's not something that I can witness and experience and enjoy. Then I don't believe it. How to level up quick? Put in the work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go hard. Go hard, baby. Like, like once you get it in your mind that you're getting ready to level up to that next level, nothing can stop you. Nothing. Not even people trying. Nothing can stop you at all. That's how you get to the next level quick. When nothing can stop you. When you don't have any more excuses. When you start doing stuff your own way because you know yourself. Like people can give you advice all day. Just because you don't take that advice or take the path that they're taking to level up doesn't mean you're not leveling up. You can level up your own way, especially if you've done it before and if you know how to do it. And if you're super serious about it and you get there and you get it done, then you'll be there and it'll be done. You just have to be serious about it and not make any excuses. And focusing on your goal. Why are you leveling up? You say you feel like sugar daddies died out in 2004 and whoever was with them got some money if they was on the insurance policy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But there's new sugar daddies every day. People still getting old. People stuff still not working no more. People still want to be seen out in public with something young and cute. Sugar daddies have not died out. They've just toned down the obviousness of it. Because there's too many women in here with sugar daddies for them to be gone. Okay. A lot of them just marry them. There you go. I see sugar daddies every day with their women. Just go shopping. You'll see sugar daddies. Go during the hours that most people are working. That's when all the sugar daddies are taking their sugar babies shopping during work hours when people supposed to be working and they ain't working because they out shopping. Okay. Y'all may not see them because y'all at work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You had to leave your provider. She was becoming selfish and you're starting over. Oh, okay. So it was a girl or well, good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. They said tell them what they want to hear. You said you met a sugar daddy in the courtroom? Okay. Yeah. In nice restaurants around hospitals and courthouses, you might find some lawyers and surgeons. Yes. She said, "How you get in the courtroom?" She had to go to court, obviously. As a married woman, why does it feel good knowing you have other men working hard for me and giving me their paycheck? Because it feels good. Because why wouldn't it? All right. You funny, girl. You funny. Because it feels good. She said, why does it feel good? Because it just do. All right. Free money is always nice. That's right. No freestyle at the courthouse. Do men care about what you drive? As long as it ain't embarrassing, I don't think so. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't pull up with stuff smoking out in 3 different colors. I don't think they care. As long as it's clean and don't look like it don't belong where it's at. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like winning the lottery. Yes. You said I'm a whole troll. Well, this troll know how to get paid, so y'all better take notes. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Lola. You on your lunch break, girl? How many minutes you got? 30? You done sleep in the bathroom? All right. All right. Well, I guess you can stay. I gotta go anyway. Um, girl, you finished your discount meal? All right. Wonderful. Well, I'm sorry you came in on the end of the video, but I have to go. But you can watch it from the beginning if you missed it. If you still have, you might have 28 minutes left on your little lunch break. But definitely go ahead and hit the like button. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Goddess Tea, sprinkle, sprinkle. Classy outfit ideas for summer dresses, short or mid-length. I guess it depends on how old you are and where you're going. So I guess what makes you feel most comfortable, but also most confident. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I wear them all, child. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Different occasions. Is a female lawyer intimidating to men if she's feminine, kind, and look good? I don't know. I'm not a man, but you could ask a man. Probably none in here though. They're gonna just ask you a bunch of law questions, and you're gonna get tired of them. Just don't tell them. I mean, if I ran into that problem, and you tell somebody you're a doctor or a lawyer, all they're gonna do is ask you medical questions and law questions. Look, I'm done. I work in the legal profession. I work in a legal office, but I don't really know anything. I'm just an assistant. Exactly. It will cut down on all the stupid law questions and can you do me a favor and all this, and that. I'm not telling you nothing because it doesn't matter anyway. Because I'm not going to be defending you in court, and you ain't gonna see none of my paycheck. So why does it matter? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all. I'm leaving. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all heard my little alarm go off. That means it's time for me to go. But thank y'all, everyone who donated. I appreciate everyone. I got some really nice donations, and thank y'all for hitting the like button as y'all leave. If y'all hadn't done that yet, click that like, thumbs up. And if you are new and you like this video, for more like it, click subscribe, darling. And even if you're not subscribed, feel free to come back and pretend like you don't like what I'm teaching, but secretly have your pen out taking notes. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.